What's poppin'?
We back again with another episode of Brooklyn Boys
Radio.
Right back at ya.
I'm surprised you ain't on none of your BS today, bro.
We'll be us. Well, we have a special guest today, so therefore, you know, I'm on my best behavior.
Okay.
As are you, I am sure.
I'm gonna try.
Today, ladies and gentlemen, we have, now you've heard Styles mention this person many a times before in shows past. We have Styles' mother in the house. Everybody give her a round of applause.
And we got my Aunt Clara here too.
There you go.
Oh man.
We got family in the place. So expect a different version of this man. A much more timid, quite toned down version.
Man. Now I'm gonna be myself. I gotta work. She gotta understand. I gotta work, bro.
I got to see it to believe it.
I did take a couple topics out.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you
There was
did.
some good topics. I didn't know how to have those type of conversations.
That's crazy.
I did, man. Yeah, how was your week though, man?
My week was good. My week was good. You know I like to leave it at that.
Nah, man. What you did this week, man? I don't trust you.
Same old stuff. Working out. You know.
How many burpees you got up to this week, man?
I'm up to 8 sets. 8 sets of 10.
I hate burpees, man.
I do too, but they're really good for you, man.
I'm gonna get myself together. This is Bruce Wayne. Let's see what Bruce wants. Bruce, you know today's Thursday, right? So we taping.
Oh, I missed your call. So that's what I thought, you know.
Yeah.
Hey guys, when have you ever seen Styles answer the phone on air this nicely? You're like,
No, my mom just said that's why he said when I ever answer the phone this nicely. Hey,
Wow.
Bye. Get off my phone, man. I gotta go.
see, I like this, Styles. Ma, I think you need to be a permanent fixture on this set. I think we're gonna get a cardboard cutout of you just to put right there.
Come on, Mo, chill out, man. Let me live, man. Let me live, bro. You ain't no good, bro.
No, see, I like this, and the reason I like this is because I think this is a perfect example of new generation versus old generation. You know, the respect that we have for our parents. You understand? Well, I mean, we talk about it all the time, right?
Nah, we talk about it.
Exactly.
But I gotta work, ma. So gotta work, man. I gotta work. I gotta work. Relax. I ain't gonna go too crazy, but I gotta work. Let me do what I gotta do.
So how was your week?
I did my whole week, man.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
Had mom's all week.
That's a blessing.
She spent my money.
There you go. She's supposed to. Used to spend hers.
I told you I used to spend last week. I spent her food stamp money.
Listen, it don't matter. Was your belly full?
Oh yeah, that'll be fun.
There you go.
I used to take her food stamps back in the day and go make change out at the corner store. Go make change, because you know they gotta give you back quarters.
Mm-hmm.
So I keep breaking it down till it gets to $1 and just keep buying stuff for a quarter.
It's kind of
To
crazy.
change it back in for money.
There you crazy.
We had to hustle, man.
Listen, whatever
What happened
works.
to them paper food stamps? They need to bring paper food stamps back, bro.
Everything's on the card now, bro.
Paper food stamps need to come back. It made life so much easier. And everybody used to take the paper food stamp. You could go anywhere with that.
I don't know. I think EBT is better.
You think so?
I
What?
think it's more convenient.
Nah, but you could turn the paper food stamps into real cash. You can't turn the EBT to real cash.
Yes, you can. People sell their stuff.
Yeah, but you get better money, better quality. Remember, you only giving up a quarter to get back 75 cents.
That was back then, bro. It wouldn't be the same
Nah,
conversion
I'm
rate now.
I'm going to the store. I'm gonna find stuff. Well, you're probably gonna find things.
Listen, that's like
bag of chips is like 75 cents.
that's like boosters back then, right? Boosters back then used to pay half. Now you paying 75, 80. Matter of fact, now they just say you don't got to pay the tax. Give us the full price. Like,
Yeah, it ain't even worth it.
It's
man.
not the same anymore,
It ain't
man.
even worth it. But shout out to the Woodstack, man. Shout out to Allie and Denisha in here. I don't know what T go at today, but yeah, shout out everybody in Woodstack, man.
Wood Stacey, we appreciate you.
Yeah. So we're gonna get into the show. We're gonna jump right in, I guess. So when we left here last week, a video came out.
Was it the Diddy update?
Yeah, the Diddy update. It's like every other week is a Diddy update, man. So when we left here last week, a video came out, right? I think right after we got out.
I think it was the next day.
Well, next day? I thought it was right there. I just know when I got to the crib, saw this video pop up. So CNN released a video footage of P. Diddy attacking Cassie.
In a UFC match. He was in a UFC match.
He was attacking Cassie in a hotel lobby in 2016. They saying that the FBI probably leaked the footage of some footage they maybe got out allegedly out of his house. So, you know, everybody's seen the video by now. It's been all over the internet. It's been on every talk show. Everybody's been talking about it. First thing I would say that, you know, yeah, the video, Puffy looked like a madman. Like, it was egregious, to say the least. You know, today I discovered something about myself, right? I was watching a movie. I was watching Huey P. Newton movie. And
what was it? The Black Messiah?
Nah, I think it's called The Big...
oh, it's the other one. Okay.
Yeah, something, Big Cigars, Big something.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I think it's on Apple TV. But I discovered something, because, you know, there was a part in the show when they had, like, arrested some people and kind of, like, roughed them up, right? And I got real touchy, like, real kind of, you know, like, I got
flustered.
mad.
You got flustered.
Yeah. And, you know, I love a good fight. I'm in for good fighting. But I discovered today, I don't like when I see people who can't defend themselves getting their ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, people being bullied.
Yes, and I don't like that. I don't like when somebody, if two dudes are fighting, and you know, or two girls are even going at it, and is, you know what I mean?
Fine.
It's fine. You know what I'm saying? But when somebody outmatches somebody by 100 times, it's crazy. And when I saw that video with Cassie and Diddy, that's what I felt. It was like somebody outmatching somebody at 100 times, especially somebody that was running away. Somebody who didn't even want to engage. It wasn't one of these videos we saw like, you know, a guy and a girl, they in each other's face and they fighting each other, they going back and forth. No.
It wasn't done in the heat of the moment.
It was, this girl's literally trying to pack all her stuff. And to me, I'm like, yo, why she didn't take the stairs? Like, I'm watching it like it's a movie.
It's like a horror movie.
I don't mean to laugh, but I'm watching like a movie. Like, yo, girl, take the stairs. Like, why you waiting for the elevator?
It's like you're screaming at the screen, right?
He coming! And it was like so crazy because I'm like, I know when she was bending down to pick up, like, and when he came behind, I'm like, oh my God, like, yo, look up! And he just threw her to the floor. And I don't know if none of it could have been good. Maybe if he threw her to the floor and stopped there, but then he kicked her again. Then I see him throwing vases.
And he dragged her.
Dragged her, like.
It's a lot.
I don't understand it, bro. To me, you know, I was trying to give P. Diddy the benefit of the doubt. The sexual allegations, you know, man do what he want to do in his bedroom. You know, I ain't had nothing to say about that stuff. But seeing this just give you a whole nother mindset, man.
To me, what was kind of disturbing is also the fact that, and I think it speaks to the character and the mentality of the person, right? Because they're also saying that he paid somebody off 50 grand or whatever to get possession of the tape, and you know they're saying that when they raided the house that the tape was found at the crib or whatever.
Yeah, that's narcissistic right there.
That's narcissistic, because to me it's like,
that's
so
crazy.
you kept the tape to keep watching.
Why would you keep the tape?
You
if
kept
that's
the tape.
True.
If that's true, right?
Why would you keep the tape?
It reminds me of Menace to Society when Old Dog and Kane robbed the store, and Old Dog shot dude in the head, and he had the
and
tape.
Chauncey kept
he had the
it.
tape floating around the hood so dudes could watch it. Like it's so narcissistic, bro. Like this tape incriminates you, right? But because it shows you in what you may consider as in a role of power.
But who would watch that tape? Like,
I
can't see one of my homeboys.
You'd be surprised, bro.
Nah, I can't see one of my homeboys coming to me and playing no tape like that.
You'd be surprised.
When
a man, listen, when a man is sitting on a seat of power and he's surrounded by yes men, you'd be surprised how many people.
You can't show that tape and nobody gonna be like, yo, that's cool.
That's not true, because obviously he was doing things like that around people who were acting like they were condoning it and like it was cool. So if he was doing that around people that weren't saying anything, that were throwing a blind eye, then what is the big deal with them watching a tape?
I don't know, bro. I don't think one of my boys can come play and tell me, look at me beat my girl ass. Like that's never gonna happen. Like,
I don't know.
That's never gonna happen.
But once again, like I said, when you're sitting on the throne of power and you're surrounded by people who you're feeding, who feel like their livelihood depends on them agreeing with you or condoning your actions, I mean, you acting like we don't see it happen all the time.
Yo, if he would have grabbed her and picked her up, took her back to the room, I'm trying to figure out You know what I mean? They could have had a conversation with. I'm trying to figure out how you could.
So much. I mean, so much goes into play though, because once again, it's he did that in public, right? So to me, it's like,
Came
damn,
out
bro.
like a madman in his
If you would
towel.
do that in public, right there at the elevator, like, so what happens in private? You know, I mean, there's so many questions, and I can't answer these questions because I'm not.
He didn't even run up to her like, yo, where you going? Like, what's happening?
Nah,
There was no talking.
He ran up to her like he had full authority to do what he did.
Whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah.
And that's what was crazy about it. He hooked off on her like she was a dude. Like, yeah, I don't.
So what'd you think of his apology?
Oh, man. You know something? I was watching something the other day, and they were saying, an expert, body language expert, was saying that the apology was sincere. They could tell that it was sincere that he's giving. I don't know how they were judging it, like how he was shaking his head. Yes, they say when you move like this, it means that you're not doing.
That's funny because I saw it, and I
Right.
saw the same thing, and they were saying the opposite.
Yeah, I saw it. They were saying that the what you call it was sincere, the apology. But the problem I had with it, I maybe he felt like he was sorry. But even if he felt like he's sorry, even if it was sincere or not sincere, he didn't apologize to who he had to apologize to.
I have a couple of issues with it. The first issue was the fact that the statements that you released up until this point where this tape came out basically said that she was a liar.
Right.
And it was a money grab. You understand? And it isn't until you got caught with your hands in the cookie jar with this tape where there's no way that you can refute or debate it that you choose to apologize. I think if there was if when this lawsuit would have initially came out, if he would have said, look, there's some things I did in my past that I'm not proud of. I'm a different man today. You know, I sought therapy, and I did whatever I could to make my wrong right. You understand? By
owned up to it, yeah.
By paying consequences financially. I think the people would have been quicker to accept it, but you know, not only do you have you denying the allegations, you also have you basically misleading people into championing for you. Like your son just released a diss song against 50, basically saying that, you know, people need to pick a side because you're being railroaded.
I think that's what I feel more like when you say the son. Like I feel bad for the kids. He got it's like 4 or 5 girls. What is it?
He got one.
I know. I
three,
definitely see a picture with 4.
He got 4 girls.
But I
he
know
got
he
the
got
baby,
he got
the twin,
a new little baby.
He got the
right?
baby. He got the twins, and he got
Another
Chance.
Okay, cool. So, what do you say to your girls? What do you say to your children when you go home? Like, what do you say? Like when they see that video, and you know what I want to encourage people also right now is also say. Everybody hated what Diddy did to Cassie. I hope people give that same grace to the children when they making jokes, when they ridiculing them, when they dragging them, because a lot of times people don't like certain things done and they'll do it to somebody else. And those kids, they not their father. They shouldn't have to pay for what their father did, in my opinion. Like, them girls shouldn't go to school and people doing stuff.
I don't think that they should, but unfortunately, the reality is, me as a parent.
Y'all can talk if you want to. Y'all can say anything y'all want.
Me as a parent, I understand that my children will pay consequences for my actions, and that's why I move certain ways.
No, I hear you.
Right? I don't think that it's right for the children to be attacked, but I do think that that's the reality. That's the reality.
No, I'm not saying that it's not. I'm just saying that I just want people. I just hate double-minded people. People be mad at one thing and they go treat somebody else crazy. You can't, you know, I always hate the person that want to kill everybody, and then when it's time for him to get shot, he begging for his life. How you begging for your life now and you was killing everybody? I don't want everybody to go to the children and now they was, we champion for Cassie, and I don't want nobody teasing the kids and messing with the kids. Do whatever you got to do to the pops. You know what I'm saying? Just leave the children out of it, because you know, children are innocent to me. Like, you know what I mean?
I totally agree, but unfortunately, that is not the way
I
the
know,
world
but
works.
that don't
In a
mean we
perfect
don't
world,
say it. Yeah, we
in a
don't mean we
perfect
don't
world.
say it. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, you know, do you think? How you feel? Do you think he can come back from this?
I do know that our people have very short-term memory.
Yeah.
I think anything's possible. I just don't see how. how he would do it. But
I think about 5 to 8 years. I don't even give it 10. If he works on himself, you know what I mean, and no more crazy stuff come out more crazier than this, I think he might have a chance not to be Puffy, but to be Sean Combs.
Well, he done changed his name. They're like, what's he going to change his name to now?
I apologize.
He was Puff. He was Diddy. He was Love. Like
new name gonna be Sorry. He gonna be sorry. Hey, real quick, Puff, man. If I didn't see this coming was a person, that'd be you. I don't understand, like, how he didn't, like, he made all the wrong decisions going, everything he made wrong, from when he didn't want to pay in the beginning, when he denied the allegations, when the feds came, he played this whole situation.
Yeah, but
because he must feel like untouchable. I
think he may have a God complex, and you have to understand that when you spent a big part of your life on that stage, right, where you're just so looked at as almost as not human, bro. Like what he said, don't you want a chance to walk with God? Like,
start believing that shit, right?
Bro, listen, it's when you living in that bubble, bro, it's hard to not begin to believe your own hype.
Yo, this is a couple things I want to address, and it might not be so great for everybody when I address. The first thing is, people with power, you can't allow the power to make you power trip, right? Because you get into powerful positions. Let this be a lesson to everybody that feel like they can have power over people or power over somebody. That door open? Oh, sorry. People power tripping and you feel like you got power over somebody. Make this be a lesson to you that you got to maintain a certain decorum at all times, right? Just because you got more money or got more influence doesn't make you greater or better than anyone, or feel like you can abuse that power or abuse somebody because you have power. Another thing I want to say to the men and the women of this generation and just period, everything that glitters is not gold, right? A lot of times, not saying in this situation, but a lot of times the situation, we see people in power or we see people with money or people with influence and we want to get next to them and we want to be next to them and, I want to date him. He got a bunch of money. Oh, yo, he could get me here or she could do this for me. Or, yo, them dudes over there. Yo, listen, sometimes that could be a road to your destruction. You understand what I'm saying to you? Just because somebody got bread or got influence or got any type of power to put you in a position, you don't know what they have intended for you on the other side of that. So be very careful on who you connect yourself with. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of young ladies out there, y'all looking at what glitter ain't always gold, man. So be careful. Another thing, the people that, and I'm mad at Puff friends because I don't know, because you could have friends that told you something, you just like, yo, fuck them. Y'all can't tell me nothing. Not saying that none of his friends told him something. But the people who enable him for real and the people who took the money to hide shit when you could have saved somebody from going through what they went through or rescue somebody before they died or whatever the case may be. Nobody died in this situation, but we don't know what he did. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be held accountable too, because y'all just as bad as Puff.
But in the same breath, let me ask you this. I mean, we have this conversation many a times where you say people need to mind their business. Like if you walking down the street and you see a dude beating on, you always say you don't know what. So how do you know that these people are just like, that's not my business?
I will mind my business. I think you should mind your business, but minding your business when you getting into the fight. Calling police is not minding your business. You can call authorities. If I see two people getting into it, I'm not jumping into the fight. I don't know what's happening, but I could pick up my phone and say, yo, listen, something happened in the corner, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. Mm-hmm. Minding my business is me not getting into the fight because I don't know what's happening in that fight. Mm-hmm. I don't know what dog is in that fight. I don't know what happened, and I'm not getting myself killed for somebody nonsense because I don't know what's happening. But me picking up my phone to call authorities, it's two different things, bro.
Okay.
So that's what I want to say about
snitch time with Styles.
See, and that's the problem.
It's a joke.
And that's the problem. Because I'm glad you made that joke though. No, I'm glad you made that joke. I'm glad you made that joke because a lot of people.
But that's not snitching.
No, but a lot of people feel like it's snitching.
But that's not snitching.
No, I'm just saying, but we got to make it clear.
Yeah. A lot of people think as soon as you pick up the phone and you press 911, that is not snitching. That is what snitching is literally making someone else pay consequences for your actions. It's pretty much calling the police to trade off to get a lighter sentence for you or to get a charge lifted. Snitching has nothing to do with you seeing somebody doing wrong and picking up the phone because you think that could save somebody or that could prevent some type of detriment from happening. Like,
and if you're not in the street and you're not doing no gangster shit, then you're not snitching. I'm tired of everyday civilians talking about yo, I don't snitch. You ain't never did nothing tough in your life. The fuck are you talking about, man? Like, y'all gotta stop that shit, man. Like, I hate that conversation, bro.
But I will say this, man. I don't know Diddy personally. I mean, we've had conversations, but I don't know him like that. But one thing I do know in my life is that once a coward gains power, he's always going to become a tyrant, right? You have a lot of people who attain success simply because it's a payback for all the people that might have slighted them in the past. And
I just had the conversation with somebody.
Yeah, and people like that usually are very power hungry, right? And to even go a step further and elaborate a little more on what you were saying as far as everything that glitters not being gold, I'd also like to say to these young ladies, a lot of times y'all like to use this excuse of a provider, right? I want a man that makes a certain amount because he's a provider. But what y'all overlook is what a man makes doesn't make him a provider, because a man can make all the money in the world and still not do anything for you. What makes a man a provider is actually his character. You get where I'm coming from? A certain type of man with everything isn't going to do as much for you as a man with the right character, even if he doesn't have as much. You know, that provider thing is all about character. It isn't about financial status, you know. And the problem is, once again, you know, y'all like to measure a man's worth with the wrong ruler. And these days, that ruler is all about finances. It's literally how much does he make, period. You know, but y'all don't take the time to really get to know that man's mental, to get to know his psyche, to get to know his character, to get to know his value system. Because a man who doesn't value certain things, you know, a woman you can be a wife, but you'll only have value to a man that's looking for a wife. You understand? But if a man is not looking for that, then everything that makes you worth something means absolutely nothing to him. You know, so I'd just like y'all to keep that in mind going forward.
The only thing I'll just piggyback off of that and just say is, you know, sometimes a lot of dudes, not all men, I won't say this, but some men who's financing everything, they feel like they own you.
But that's why they do.
Yeah, they feel like they own you. I told you I was dating this girl one time, and she told me she had a dude that used to pay her rent, and then when he got mad at her, or when they got mad, if he got mad at her, he would take back like the rent, not pay the rent, or take the car away. And then when he wanted to get back in, he'd get another car and put in a bigger apartment. And she started getting hip to it. She's like, yo, every time he put me in a bigger apartment.
It's the carrot.
Right?
He dangling over his head.
He threatens me to leave me with the bigger rent. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And he used the apartment and the car and the bags as like, yo, I got you. Mm-hmm. And she used to say to me, yeah, that's why I always have my own stuff. So this way, if I got to go back, I just go back because he's liable to take anything. And I don't know, why would you want to live
that way? That
way, you know what I'm saying? So be very careful who you pick and how you move out here, man. Be very, very, very careful. I don't know what my mother keep going outside for, man. Like who she know out here? What's happening? Every 5 minutes she goes outside. She said, "What's up?"
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
It's crazy. So, one more thing, because I also want to get rid of all the Diddy news, bro. Hopefully we ain't gotta go back. But what you thought about the camera on CNN? What you call it?
You know you don't want to talk to me about that, bro.
I thought it was. I liked it because I don't know why they even called him.
Look, I dug the idea. Mm-hmm. I didn't appreciate the execution.
Okay.
I think that there was another way that could have been done a little more intelligently. You have to understand that, first of all, with CNN's demographic, it's a bunch of people. a lot of those people don't have interactions with black people, and I don't even think that they're gonna look deep. They're gonna, I don't even think to know who Cam
was.
Yeah,
okay, I get you.
I think that they're gonna judge it straight by the ignorance rather than even looking deep enough to understand what it was that he was trying to do. And I feel like it's just more confirmation to them. Look at them being monkeys.
I don't know about the monkey thing, but it went viral and we got it. And that's what I appreciated about it, because the people who were supposed to get it, got it. And I felt like he didn't allow them to use him, especially when he don't even know to do it like that.
What did we get that we didn't already know?
No, but I just feel like he didn't allow. I think it was a lesson learned in that. Even though you didn't like the execution, don't allow people to use you for a sucker neither. I got that. Like, don't allow anybody just to take you and just use you. Even the people who they could call on to say the right thing. Make sure you know what you're talking about when you're on these platforms, and make sure these people don't use you for just anything.
Now let me ask you a question. Cameron did something similar on Bill O'Reilly, right?
Yeah, what he did? Because I don't remember.
He did something similar on a couple of on a couple of shows, right? So you have to ask yourself: do you really think that CNN wasn't aware?
They probably definitely was aware. And he was probably aware. That's why he moved the way he moved. But you know, it is what it is. Like I said, man, my thing is the bigger thing. Don't let people use you for nothing out here, because they just looking to use you, and it could be used for the wrong reason, like you said too.
Yeah,
it could go both ways.
I just don't think it was a great representation of us.
Yeah.
I don't. Like, Cameron is a grown man, damn near 50 years old, you know, on this nationally syndicated show talking about, yeah, I'm about to go get some cheeks. Like, bro, I don't think that's a great representation of us.
I thought it was hilarious. They should have put his ass up on there in the first place. But, you know, listen, it could go either way. Me, I thought it was funny. I laughed my ass off. In other news, I saw this the other day. This was kind of crazy. So, you know, you can't use your phone when you drive. Right? So I saw this on Instagram. A cop gave somebody a $580 ticket for using their phone at a McDonald's drive-thru. You know how you pay with your phone? That's got to be grimy, bro. He waited, because you know if your car is on, even if it's just idling, you can't have the phone in your hand. So he waited. Yo, that's grimy. Why would you do that to somebody, bro?
They try to get away with whatever they can get away with.
Nah, you think the judge would turn that over? I
don't know. It all depends. It all depends. You know, it all depends on what judge you get, man. Like, you know, justice can sway either way.
Either way, I think if you get a lawyer, just don't go in there by yourself and try to fight it. Get yourself a lawyer. It might cost you $180, but at least you don't got to pay the $580.
I hope he took pictures.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's genius of the cop too, to sit right there. You know how much niggas
he probably gets his whole quota done right there at that drive-thru.
Right there at the drive-thru. That's crazy. The McDonald's need to put up a sign. Yo, hold on a second. Where you going?
Your brother and your father.
Why they keep calling you?
I have no idea.
I don't know what's happening over here, bro. I think you setting this up. Somebody come in here. She crazy. She keep walking in here. But anyway, in other news, I think I'm moving to Japan.
Oh, here we go.
I think I'm moving to Japan. Now, Auntie, close your ears, please. I think I'm moving to Japan. They say the vagina slants to the other side, so
They're giving black men.
And they're giving black men $75,000 to get Japanese women pregnant.
Is that true?
Yeah, I seen it on a couple of different outlets, bro. I don't know why. I try to figure out why.
That's true,
but why
bro.
they want black babies? Like, what's happening?
I don't know if that's true, bro.
I'm going to Japan, bro. I'm going to Japan. Konnichiwa. That's what they say.
I got to look into that, because I don't believe that that's true.
I'm going to Japan. I heard Japan is beautiful too.
Yeah, my cousin, he's in the Navy. He lived in Japan.
That's $75,000 American dollars.
For like 8 years.
Because I'm going to Japan. You're going to give me a nice little Japanese. How many I can get, Japan? Because I want to know how much they give it out.
This guy crazy.
They don't think so?
Listen,
Suave, you go to Japan with me? And we get some Japanese, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all. Send me a postcard.
But yes, I'm going to Japan for the women. And they said the cat lived 30 years longer, so I'm going to go play with the cat too.
Do your thing, brother.
That's what I'm going to Japan for.
Send me a postcard.
Konnichiwa. Japan, here I come. Yeah, I bet to have my $75,000 too. I'm telling you, come off that $75,000. Matter of fact, you don't have to give me $150. I'm going to get 2 girls pregnant.
This guy's crazy.
I need $300,000 so I can get 4 girls pregnant.
I don't know how true that is, man.
But look it up. Come back and report to us next week. I seen it on 3 different
I'll
outlets.
let you know. I'm gonna do some research.
Right. Can you find out why? Why they want us though? Japanese dudes can't have no babies?
I don't know. Mm.
I'm going to Japan. I don't
mean,
care
you
what
know
y'all-
the black man is God, bro. Don't take that literally, Diddy.
So I'm going to Japan. But okay, in other news, they say that the Earth is spinning faster, and scientists said it's getting real weird out here.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I mean, we've been saying the time has been moving so
So
quickly.
fast, so quickly. Y'all don't notice that? Like everything, like the seasons change quicker, the time just move quicker.
Years just flying by.
And they saying a lot of things are getting weird on the Earth. Do you know? You know, I just found out the other day, and I seen this in a couple of different outlets too. You know, they found an ocean inside of the Earth that has more water than the ocean that we see on top.
It's not
So-
surprising.
So my question is, what happened to all that magma they taught us about in school? That it was, how come we got water inside the Earth when
Yo.
they said that we had? They don't know nothing.
I think every 10 years they just make up more stuff, bro. Like I think they got like 5 people in the room. Like, what's the next story we gonna make up? Like,
Maybe.
seriously, man. Because it's like every 10 years, they find out information that kind of dispels everything they told you 10 years before that. You know?
There's a lot of things out there that's getting weird out here, man.
Did you see that meteor that flew over New Zealand?
No.
You didn't see that?
No, what was that? I didn't
Oh, I
see
should have
that.
sent that to you. I should have sent that to
How,
you.
what happened?
It was a piece of a meteor, like literally like what you see in a movie, like the light, like flying over the sky. Like it was weird. Weird.
It's getting weird out here, guys. It's getting weird, so be careful. Be careful. So this is this is a question that I have. Do you think it's okay? Somebody was asking me, do you think it's okay to date somebody in the workplace? Even though we ain't got jobs, but
I've never been a fan of that.
see, I disagree. I think, see, when they start making policies with HR, you can't date in the workplace. I think if you go back to the 60s, 50s, when relationships were lasting, even when I was growing up, I remember going to like around Rikers working, and a lot of people was like, you had people that was in long-term relationships, marriages and stuff. I think that's where you meet people when you at your job. So why can't you meet somebody they have same interests as you, y'all doing the same thing, and meet somebody at work? Like, I
Because-
don't find a problem with that.
Because more times than not, it doesn't work out.
I don't believe that. I think it'd be fine. You growing up, man. You see, I see chicks every day I ain't work out with. It ain't no problem.
Listen, me personally, I don't like mixing business and personal. So I don't know. I've just never been a fan of that.
Yeah, nah. I don't see the big deal in it. I wish HR stay out of people's business. But, you know, it is what it is, man. I think each his own, man. I think if you're an adult and you can make it work, you make it work. If it don't work, then you walk away, man.
I mean, we live in very toxic times. You are aware, right?
Yeah, I think people just make it toxic, man.
We live in very toxic times.
People make it toxic, man.
So people canoodling in the workplace, I think that
I think it makes it a less stress. I think it
I
makes it
think
a
that's-
stress-free environment.
that's a very-
You can get some on the job.
that's a very explosive situation waiting to happen.
Listen, man, your boss stressing you out. You go in the janitor closet and get some, man. There's nothing wrong with that, bro. Then you come back.
See, you're thinking best case scenario.
I'm just saying, man.
It doesn't always
Make it
work
work-
out that way,
Make
bro.
it work for you, man.
More times than not, it works out the
So
other
guess
way.
what? So guess what? All these work wives and work husbands, what you think they doing? It's happening, right? These mad work wife and work husbands.
I hear you.
All right, cool.
All these mass shootings too. You know that, right?
You think the husband gonna go to? I haven't heard nobody go up to a job
No,
and
it
shoot it up in a
happens.
minute. I'm not saying that it happened, but it's less than likely, man. Listen, man, one nigga getting shot every year, like it's cool.
I hear you.
It's cool. Yo, do you ever get people that call your phone or text your phone, you don't know who they are, or like they call you? Anybody in here ever experienced that? Tico. Here go Tico, y'all. He walked in. Tico, my mother said, relax, bro.
Hey, Tico.
Hey, Tico.
You have come to witness Styles in his best behavior ever.
Hey, whatever, nigga. Shut up. I called Tico's phone the other day. His mother was on the phone. He's like, Styles, my mother's on the
He put out the disclaimer quick, right?
But I had his moms laughing, though, so don't worry about it. We was good. Anyway, so you ever had somebody ever call your phone, you don't know who it is?
Of course.
Yeah, any ladies that ever happened to you? That ever happened to y'all? Somebody ever called y'all? Y'all know who it is?
A number
or
that
text
comes
you?
up on your call ID that you don't recognize.
Ever?
Call you by your first name like they know you.
Okay. So now you can do something. Didn't know this before. Just copy and paste that number in the Cash App, and most likely, if it's their number, that person's number, their face will come up in their Cash App.
It's just not that serious.
You might want to know.
If it's important, they'll text me.
Oh, I do that with WhatsApp, yeah.
Oh, you do that?
Save the number and I go to WhatsApp and see if they're registered on that.
So you can do it on WhatsApp too. So you getting them prank phone calls or the dude stalking your phone, just put his number in WhatsApp, save the phone number and let it come up in WhatsApp or put it in your Cash App.
Or you can ignore them, and if it's important, they'll text you right after.
You know what I mean? So this was a crazy story I heard this week, and it sounded like the right person got arrested, and only one person got arrested. So there was a stepfather came to the school and punched the teacher in the face.
I like the way this story begins already.
The reason why the stepfather came to the school and punched the teacher in the face is because the substitute teacher, wrote a love letter to the child,
To the stepdaughter.
professing his love to the child, and the child brought it home. So daddy went up to the school
And professed his love for the teacher.
for the teacher's face, and I think that's the way. And they arrested the teacher, by the way. I didn't see no charges going to the stepdad. I don't think he should have got charged.
I don't either.
Yeah, you can't write no kid. It's elementary school kid too.
That's so crazy.
That's crazy. Like,
Where's this world going?
like,
Oh,
why would you?
goodness.
What kind of teacher? Y'all don't vet the teachers before they come here. Like, what are we doing? Like, this shit don't make no sense.
And he's a sub, so what was it, love at first sight?
I don't think he's like what's that? Not a sub. What you call it? Like the para, like the person that helped the kid.
Okay.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
But you know how bold you gotta be to go, yeah, the kid ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna write this letter.
But wait. Let's think about how sick in the head you have to be to write a grown man to write a love letter like a fifth grader.
Yo, but not only but guess what? You gotta not care, bro. You gave the evidence too.
see,
like
but
he was so caught up in his
But
factuation.
this is why I'm
for whatever-
saying
he's sick.
You gotta be sick, because I don't even think it's that he didn't care. What we're thinking about, he has not even fathomed. Like,
Yeah, but you can't. That's sick though. Like you didn't think like the evidence is right here. You didn't like. That's crazy to me.
yeah.
Like he didn't care. He's like, nah, I'm getting this coochie. Like I'm getting this young girl. Like, what you thought was gonna happen?
Welcome to the new world.
Could have been my kid. I'd have stomped him out in the school. They'd have been calling They would have been calling the court.
Lace up your boots and put on your war cap. Welcome to the new world, bruh.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy, bro. I saw that today and I was like, yo, this is wild, bro. I couldn't believe what I saw. So, quick question in the dating world. So, I got a question for y'all. Feel free to leave a comment or, in our inbox. How long do you think it should take when you finish breaking up with somebody before you get into the next relationship?
I think it all depends.
They do it in 2 seconds, but
The best way to get over a guy is to get under another. Right?
go ahead, Nisha. Tell them what you did last week.
What?
Wow. No, but seriously, I think it all depends. I think some people get over people quicker than others. I think some people need a distraction while others don't. I think some people need some time to regroup. So I don't think there's really one answer to that question. I think it all depends on who it is.
All I would say is, I think you should take time. If you get in a relationship, I think you should make sure that you over the other person, right? Like, you ain't trying to go drag somebody into something, you still trying to go back and forth with the other person. That's one. Some people like to say they need to heal. I hate the healing thing sometimes. Like, I know people got to get healing time, but some people use healing as a crutch. Like, you see a girl, I broke up. How long ago you broke up? 5 years ago?
Yeah, but
What are you healing from? Like, A niggas break their arm and heal faster than this shit. Like, what we doing? Like, sometimes it ain't healing no more. Sometimes it's something mental, bro. Like, nobody needs to heal for 5 years, bro. Like, and I just think we give everybody these excuses nowadays. Yeah, go heal. But we never say when's a good time. Like, it should be a cap on healing. Like, and I don't mean everybody got to heal at their own pace, but I think people have to also give some context to that. Like,
learn when to let it go.
Let some shit go. You shouldn't be healing for 10 years, bro. And life just passed you by. Next thing you wake up, you 50.
I think the healing thing is a lot of times it's just an excuse, because the truth is, I don't care how much you heal. If somebody pokes you again, you're gonna bleed again. Like, so this, like, I really don't get the, like, I get the whole healing thing, but healing happens within. It has nothing to do with who you're dealing with, right?
Can I say something?
Sure, please.
I think it's a difference. If you're the person that's breaking up with the other person, that obviously you don't need to heal because your mind is already made up. But if that person that's receiving it is not ready to let go, that process is different.
It's a different process, definitely.
It's a totally different process.
And I agree with the process, but I just don't think you got to stay 5 years. Like, that's become stalkerish. Like, if you still fiending for a nigga after 5 years, like.
Especially when the other person has moved on and you're still in the.
But you know, but what if after 5 years they truly aren't over that person? You know, some people hold on for it. Some people are waiting for a meteor to fall out the sky. Like, they need a sign from God in order for them to move on. It's crazy.
No, you gotta let it go sometime. You gotta let it go.
You know, I have a woman I broke up with 20 years ago. Every time she sees me, she cries. That's a joke. That's a joke.
I'm just like, what? I ain't never heard this story.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
He put that Haitian voodoo on her.
I'm just saying. No, but you know, but there are people, there are women out there that there are men in their lives that they're always going to love no matter what. You know what I mean? No matter who. I mean, I have.
And there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, there is nothing wrong with that.
It comes to a point that you have to let go and live your life.
You do?
You know.
You do. But are you truly letting go if it's like, but if he wanted me tomorrow, I'd be with him. Even though you moved on.
Yeah, but at least you moved on. Some people that ain't moving though. You got some people that's like, yo, I just ain't moving.
But that moving on is an illusion. Because what you're doing is settling for someone else.
I don't know if it's an illusion, right? And I get what you're saying. Only reason I disagree, because sometimes in that movement, if you're doing something, maybe something may catch your attention to take it away, or you might find a new love in that. If you do nothing at all, then you're gonna be in the same process.
But you don't have to find somebody. There's so many other things you can do with your life.
So you sound like one of them girls that want to stay for 5 years. Get out of here, man. You bugging.
Find somebody right away.
I'm not saying right away. I'm just saying it shouldn't take you. I want to talk to you. Talking about I'm still healing after 3 years. And,
Yeah, I don't think you should go looking for somebody, but I think a lot of times we have a tendency to ask God for something, then when he sends it to us, we reject it.
We reject it. You don't even see it right there in front of us. It's sitting right there. Yo, you've been praying. I'm praying for this. I'm praying for that. And then he step in your face like, ta-da.
Here I am.
Oh, I'm not ready for that. I don't want him. Oh, he no good. He too old. He too young. His back broke.
And you know what?
Hurt.
And you
she
know
ugly.
what?
Her hair ain't long enough.
And
he don't rhyme here, Jerry. Like,
And you know what? And that's
huh?
and
That's what be happening. I gotta let go.
And you know what? And that's
Almost 5 years.
that's
I'm really going to say that.
that's the reason why. That's another reason why I always believe in rolling the dice, right? And the reason being is because I also know that a lot of times when you ask God for something, he's not going to send it to you all shiny in a box in the form of what you wanted it as. He's going to send it to you with a lot of times with the potential of it being what you want, right?
Yeah.
But you having to work for it to some degree to see if you really wanted it, right? You ask God for a watch, you're not going to find a Rolex on the floor in a box. You may find a broken one, right? It's all dirtied up, and you may have to polish it and put it in the shop or whatever, but you're going to have to put in that work, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of times people are looking for the perfect version of what they're looking for, right? They want it to come to them. Oh, they have this laundry list. Oh, this person have to have these characteristics. He have to have this, that.
Or
and if one or two things are lacking, they're gonna go, oh, I'm not settling for nobody.
Yeah, people find more reason not to than find a reason why to make it make sense.
Yeah.
And that's just my thing. A lot of times, I tell people all the time, God will put it right in front of you, right in front of your face, and you'll deny it. You'll be like Peter, you deny it 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be right in front of you. Oh, I don't feel like it today. I don't feel it. Or I don't understand why. Like, I don't understand how people, you pray all day and it comes to you and then you kind of deny it. Then when you're sitting there for the 5 years again, waiting for 5 years, and now you still healing. I'm still trying to figure myself out. You didn't figure yourself out all this time, something wrong with you. But, we can talk about this topic forever. Black man says the new black love is dating Asian, dating Latino, and dating Caucasian. That's the new black love. What do you feel about that, Mo?
Bro, I think love comes in all forms.
That's new black love, though?
I don't know about it being the new black love. I think love comes in all forms, and I think that love is such a rare thing that you have no control over where you may find it, and love is such a special thing that once you find it, man, I think you hold on to it, whether it comes from here, there, or elsewhere.
Well,
but I don't know about this whole it being the new black love.
I think you should be able to date anybody you want to date, no matter what race or whatever the case may be. Let me take Latino out of there because I feel like Latino people are black people. So my mother's an Afro-Latina, right, Mama? She's Afro. She's black and Spanish. My grandfather was Cuban, so I don't know. Latino women I look at differently, but Asian and Caucasian, I don't know if it's a new black love, but if you find love with an Asian man or an Asian woman, then you find love.
Well, you're going to Japan, right?
I'm going to Japan, yeah. Listen, I'm about to find all Kanichiwa love, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to be eating with chopsticks. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you ever seen them Asian people? They be having like the purple nipple, like that's like
the what?
The areola be purple over here, like it'll be a different color. What? Like somebody punched them in the titty.
No, I've never seen that before.
I seen it. I want to see that. That's what I'm going to Japan for. I want purple titty.
That's what you're going to Japan for?
My mother didn't breastfeed me. Let me just tell y'all. That's why I love titties so much. So listen, I'll just be honest. She said it. Ma, you said it hurt, right?
It's got crazy.
It was 16 hours. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
See? So I was lacking. So I like me some titty, bro.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to Japan. I'm going to Japan
I guess they really can't leave you in the room with Barney the purple dinosaur, bro.
It's a girl dinosaur? If it's a girl, then yeah, cool. I ain't dealing with Barnietta. I'm messing with Barnietta, not Barney. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this
Barnietta.
crazy.
So listen, for all those ladies who's trying to lose weight and you taking the Ozempic, be very, very careful because you might get pregnant. Ozempic is making women more fertile by the day. There has been reports of a woman who took Ozempic and now she's having triplets.
Yo, bro, I hear so many different things about Ozempic. I hear it's making people psychotic. I hear so many different side effects with Ozempic. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, so
Ozempic is the new wonder
drug,
weight loss drug.
Real quick, and other news too. So this woman, I saw this interesting conversation. I'm trying to look at the time. So no, we good. Woman says the other day that if a woman doesn't spend money on you, she doesn't like you.
I think I agree.
I agree with her.
I agree.
I agree.
I totally agree. I'm one of those guys that doesn't ask for much, but it really like touches my heart when a woman goes out her way and does something for me. And it could be something simple. I remember one time I was dating this girl and a couple of weeks in, like she was like, you need a new phone case. Like my phone case was like tore up. And she took me to Apple and bought me a phone case. It was $40. But, I was like, oh, she must really like me.
Like me. No, I totally agree. If a woman don't try to spend anything on you, if she not trying to take you on a date, if she not buying you something outside of your birthday, even for your birthday, because some people will forget you on your birthday. Don't even consider you.
They give you a high five.
Yeah. And they be like, where we going for dinner? You paying? you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if a woman doesn't, if she, I tell guys all this all the time, you can tell if girls like you. If she ain't gonna eat in the Cheesecake Factory, which I think Cheesecake Factory is fine. If she ain't gonna go to McDonald's with you, if she ain't gonna go to a foreign country that she would probably never go. Some people scared to go places. If she's not gonna explore with you, she doesn't like you, bro. Just leave her alone.
You know what's crazy? I think back to when I was younger, when I was a teenager, I was so oblivious to whether a female liked me or not, right? And I had this young lady who I think I was like 16, and for my birthday, she took me to the movies, right? And we went to the movies. She took me out to eat. We went to Wendy's. Right, and after that, you know, we got to my house, and I just kind of blew her off, right? Well, she said I blew her off. She never spoke to me again after that. But it was because I didn't think she liked me, right? Like, I thought we was just cool. And I bumped into her probably like 15 years later, and she was like, yo, why'd you do that to me? Like, I really liked you. And I said, I didn't know. She said, how didn't you know? Why the hell would I take you to the movies? Why would I pay to take you to the movies and pay to take you out to eat? I wasn't doing that for no guy, like. And I thought about it. I said, damn, she was absolutely
right. She likes you.
Like, yeah, she not gonna spend no money on you.
Yeah, when women like you, they do virtually anything for you. When a woman like you, can tell if a woman is really messing with you because.
You remember the watch you got for your birthday from that girl?
I got so many gifts.
You got a watch from a girl?
I don't remember.
High school?
Well, he got a watch from a girl for his birthday. And he came home and he go, oh, look what this girl gave me. And I said, really? And I said, who is she? And he said, she's just a friend. And I says, well, are you looking at her to be more than a friend, like a girlfriend? And he said, no. And I said, okay, if you're not looking for her to be a girlfriend, you should return the watch. And he said, why? I said, because a girl doesn't give you such a gift if she's not looking for more.
That is correct.
See, it was words of wisdom. I forgot that shit. I forgot that. But yeah, but if a woman likes you, she will go the extra mile for you. You know, it's so funny. Even my daughter mother, I think back to, you know, young. We took a long time to get together, but the reason why I knew she always liked me, because every time I remember when she got her first job, the first day of her job, she brought me something home from the job. Look what I took from the job. Look what I got you. And she was making me like posters. You know, back then, I know people don't remember, but you know, the computer paper, it used to be like boxing.
Oh, like, yeah. Used to connect.
Yeah, connect. And then even the...
Oh, and they print the picture.
Boxing.
I remember that.
So she printed my name so I could put it on the wall in different colors. And then she bought me like a little gold chain.
Oh, you got a gold chain?
Yeah, I got a gold chain.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it herringbone?
Nah. I think it was like Gucci link.
What?
Yeah, small, the little one. Yeah, so, you know, I always tell you when girls do stuff for you, they like you. So, fellas, when a girl is doing anything for you,
she wants to be more than you. Take it from Mama Styles. She wants to be more than your friend, and if you don't want to be more than her friend, give it back.
Give it back. Some of y'all niggas ain't gonna give it back.
Most of them ain't giving it back.
Most of y'all niggas ain't giving it back, but yeah, give it back, don't take it. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go to one more Diddy thing. I forgot to mention this. So 50 Cent, he just had a bidding war for his Diddy documentary. Netflix won it. And so Diddy documentary from 50 Cent will be on Netflix. I don't know when, but it's...
So let me ask you this. Because you are you're like the king of the us tearing down the black man and using society to tear down another black leader. So how do you... What's your take on that?
Yo, I just think everybody want to get in a rat race first. I think there's vultures out there that's going to profit off of whatever they're going to profit off.
But do you think 50 is tearing down or helping the establishment take down another black man?
Yeah, I do. I do feel like that. But I feel like 50 got his own vendetta with Puff that we don't know about. He's been tearing down Puff for the last 10, 15 years.
Well, Puff ain't the only one he tears down.
Nah, not like Puff is the only one you've seen consistently that he's been.
So how about Jay?
Nah, he don't go to Jay like that.
He don't go with Jay like that?
Nah, he
since
say
this
little,
whole Puff
he say little things,
with
but not like how Puff. Like, I don't know what his problem with Puff is, but you know.
Puff tried to take him shopping.
He did say that, so maybe that's it. I don't know. Don't take nobody shopping, fellas, because you take somebody shopping, they're gonna tell you that.
Puff took Style shopping.
Stop playing me if I smack you.
Is he
That see, and that's
he's exploiting. That's exploitation.
No,
so no,
but-
I don't think so.
and that's my thing. Even with the whole tearing down, helping the establishment tear down. No, that black man helped the establishment tear him
himself down. Yeah.
Like there's a very fine line with this, you know, and I want us to be careful with wanting to empower us and condoning this behavior, right? And not holding that man accountable. Whether I don't care if he was black, red, purple, what he did was messed up and he should pay the consequences for it.
No, I agree with that. But I can agree with that and also say the way this shit happened played out, like how the FBI gave up that tape and all that shit was nasty too. That's nasty work, bro. Like you don't see, I could agree with you, but I could also go, wow, this how these niggas play. Like they couldn't arrest him, so they did this. I could say that's crazy too. I think each side is crazy. You know what I mean? I'm not downplaying any side of it, but that's something that people got to watch out for.
But that's also common knowledge of how they do us.
Oh no, yeah.
You know, I say, bro, I say that all the time.
I'm not saying that it is.
I say that all the time. Like, we need to stop restating the problem and find the solution. And the solution is that when black men get in power, be aware that you're a black man in power.
Yeah, you can't forget that.
And that any chance that they get to take you down, they will take you down.
Yeah, I think a lot of times we get money and we start forgetting. Like, I think, this is what I think. This is what I think. I think black guys, sometimes we get in power, right? And we start hanging out with our white counterparts and we rubbing elbows and we think we them.
We think we them.
And we're not them. And we gotta be mindful that we can't get away with the shit that they get away with. We're not gonna be looked at how they looked at, and we're gonna be scrutinized worse than them in anything that ever do happen.
And how about?
So we gotta be very careful.
And wow, you know what's so crazy? And how about the fact that none of these people are your friends?
No,
right? None of these people are your friends, and the reason being is because, and the second the light is shed on you, see how quickly they distance themselves from you. Like, that's the reality. I was watching this interview with Tucker Carlson and this other gentleman, and that was a point that he made. He said that he teaches his kids that white people cannot be their friends, right? And Tucker Carlson was like, why would you teach your child something like that? He said, because as much as we hate to admit it, it's the reality, you know, because the truth is, if you're my friend and you see that we exist in this system that pretty much oppresses me, that always scrutinizes me, right, unfairly, but you don't speak up for me, then you're not my friend. And that is the reality. That is the reality. You know, many black guys who hang out with white friends or whatever, they don't take up for us, right? And they don't have to, but that just leaves that question: is that truly your friend?
Listen, I totally agree. I had nothing to say about that. I totally agree. I just want to stop talking about Puffy every week, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Puff, you gotta chill out, bro. You got too much. You got too much spiders.
There's a new model that came out. There's a white model that's suing him now.
Yeah, I saw. I thought you talked about like a new Puff model.
No.
I saw it. And that's.
I think there's more to come, bro.
And that's the crazy thing now, because anybody can say.
Well,
because before this Cassie video came out, you might have said, "Oh, I don't know if Puff did that." Now, if anybody come out, you're gonna be like, "But he probably did do it."
In her defense, although it happened, I think it happened.
2016. That video.
It happened 20 years. No. The new white model that's suing Puffy.
Oh, yeah. She said
it
she
happened
got
20
DNA
years ago,
evidence.
but she said she has the clothes from that night
still.
in a Ziploc bag that she
admissible
kept
and
just in case if she ever wanted to take him to court.
Yeah, another thing I got to say, too, man. I know people ain't going to like this. Might not be popular. People got to stop taking 20, 10, 30 years to come out with information. Some of the victims I can understand, but also the people who talking up now, who starting to come on these interviews and going, yeah, I knew that was going on. Yo, why you didn't say nothing back then? Now the light hit it and now y'all all want to come out. I think y'all suckers too, because y'all could have stopped the problem from happening. And now it come to light, everybody want to say, I can't take them type of people, bro.
In their defense, I will
they gonna defend me,
but
bro.
in their defense, I will say that a lot of times when you have people who are operating in a space where their livelihood is dependent upon them being silent, they may be silent for years, but then when they see the opportunity where somebody steps up and says, you know, they may say, look, this was going on, I didn't, because look, people have bills to pay. I can't tell people what to do to keep a roof over their head. And at the end of the day, we both know that you're talking about a very powerful man who has blackballed people and made sure that they have not been able to work in the industry.
But see, this
you
the
know,
only
hold on. It's very easy from the outside to stand on this moral ground, right? But when you're talking about people who, bruh, this is their career, this is their livelihood, this is their life.
So you pick money over somebody else? You pick money over somebody's life?
Sometimes.
And I think that's crazy.
Look,
See,
I'm not saying
about principle all the time.
I'm not saying it's what I would do. All I'm saying is I can understand, because when you have children, you have bills, you have a mortgage, you have rent. Like it's not always that simple.
I hear you. I just don't feel like it's cool. I feel like you could have saved somebody's life. You could have stopped something from happening from a long time ago. That's how I feel about that situation. Also, I just feel like a lot of people, when you live that way, what kind of karma you gonna get? Like, you just sat there, now the opportunity presents itself, and now you want to say something after all these years when you had all the chance to say something. You didn't say nothing. You just let it rock. A lot of people covering up. And listen, a lot of y'all other people out there, there's a lot of people out there, oh, I don't beat women, no, that's egregious. And a lot of y'all put your hands on people too. And y'all all hiding behind the mask of Puffy and act like y'all hands is clean. A lot of people hands ain't clean. And that go from women and men and women. Their hands ain't clean neither, bro. So everybody could put up this front like, oh yeah, we good. Nah, stop, man. I gotta
listen.
I gotta stop, man.
Well, it's not always the case of he who without sin throw the first stone. You know, sometimes, believe it or not, somebody can know that they do bad, and that doesn't mean that they can't say that that's wrong. That doesn't make them wrong for saying that something's wrong, bro.
Yeah, but that does make them a hypocrite too.
To a degree.
Yeah, it makes them a hypocrite.
Listen,
I get what you're saying, but it makes them a hypocrite too.
I could be a crackhead that smokes crack and tell you don't smoke crack. That doesn't make me a hypocrite.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
I hear what you're saying. Nah, listen. What I'm saying is, what we did see, hold up. All I'm saying is, what we did learn when the information finally came out.
So, all right, if that's the case,
that man was stopped.
Then when are you coming out to talk about what Puff did to you?
Yo, I'm gonna smack you, bro. Stop playing with me. Yo, in other news, yo, this guy's crazy. Yo, you're crazy, man.
Yo.
You're crazy. Anyway, in other news.
So you're not.
Yo, listen, stop playing. Puff called your phone, asking you to party. Stop.
Yo. Oh man.
Listen,
right? 10 years later. Don't worry, brother. I support you.
Yo,
you have my support.
This guy's crazy. In other news, Gilly says that nice guys finish last. Do not be a nice guy. Could a nice guy finish last? And guess what? Your lady be giving somebody else some, you know what I mean? My mother here, I can't say what I really want to say.
You know what I always say? Don't be a nice guy, be a good man. There's a difference between the two, because a good man has boundaries and a good man knows when to put his foot down. A nice guy gets walked all over. Don't be a nice guy.
Yeah,
be a good man.
I think women don't like nice guys, bro.
No.
I think women like, well, this is what I would tell you. If you're in a relationship with the woman, and you nice in the relationship, I think it could work. But if you're trying to pursue that woman, I don't think you should be nice to her.
Being nice only matters to her if she likes you, bro. That's about it.
Yeah, but women usually don't like you until you, like, with them, like, for real. Like, you know, when they secure with you. When you nice, you want to take them out, and you want to wine and dine, and you want to do all that, and you're all in their face, you calling their phone, like, why he calling me? I watch Ellie every day, ask niggas, why he calling me? Like, stop calling me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it doesn't work.
I think that's what it is. Nice guys don't have boundaries.
Yeah, I agree with him. I think when you too overly nice, I'm not saying be an asshole, but when you too overly nice, when you too available.
I think there's a difference between being nice and being good. Like I think nice is allowing people to walk all over you. Nice is no matter what they do to you, you're going to continue in that same nice direction, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if you're a good man and somebody doesn't appreciate you being good, you'd be like, middle finger to you, get out of here. Like,
yeah, I think when you're too available for a woman, especially in the beginning of your relationship, like in the pursuit part, I think you can't be that available for a woman. I don't know. Like when you just always at her beck and call, she don't appreciate that.
I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I don't think she appreciate that.
I don't even know how to do that.
When you be like, yo, I hit you right back, like she
I
called.
I don't know how to chase
You be
people.
like, I hit you right back, or you be like, yo, I ain't calling. I ain't call. Why you didn't call me today? Now she fiending for you. But soon as you calling her, she don't want to talk to you.
Bruh, if I call you once and you don't pick up the phone, I will never call you again unless you call me back. If I text you and you don't respond, I will never text you again. Because you see my text. If you're not responding, I always say, no message is a message. And I'm not here to convince anyone to like me. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe in mutual interest, you know. I have no problem, you know, pursuing a woman to a degree and showing her that I'm interested, but I need reciprocation.
Yeah,
If there isn't reciprocation, I'm good.
It gotta be reciprocity in that. It has to be, because sometimes when you just overdo it, then they just take advantage of you, man.
Yeah, like
you can't allow them to.
I don't get people that. So you're gonna convince this person to like you? You're gonna take the time and energy to convince? Like, you're telling me that this person hasn't shown no interest. This person isn't showing up like for dates. This person isn't giving you the time of day. But you're literally, there's a thread of good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, with no response for like 3 weeks straight, and you're still good morning, good morning, good morning. That doesn't make sense.
You know
to
the
me.
girls, right? Like, I don't mean to use the word, leave that one out. But anyway, but they all crazy. You know why? Because then if you don't text them, why you didn't text me? You seen the video I sent you with the girl? She showed up to the guy's house, and she was like, yo, you didn't text me in 2 weeks to call me. He said, you told me not to call you anymore. She said, but why you didn't call me? She said, and you blocked me. He said, yeah, but you supposed to call me. I'm like,
It's the game.
yeah, it's the game.
I
You know how I know
we.
we telling the truth? The nice guys finish last? Because there's 4 women in here and nobody said nothing. They say nothing.
You said cap?
I didn't hear nothing.
So nice guys
Yeah.
don't.
Cap in your head. All right, cool.
Nice guys don't finish
The
last?
ladies didn't say nothing. They just listen like, like they didn't say nothing. Not one lady said nothing here. So I'm letting y'all, even my mama. Listen, I'm telling you. Ma, I ain't even being nice to you no more. Listen. Because you ain't going to make me finish last after all your sons. Like, I'm going to be the last son.
Yeah,
I'm going to take
crazy.
advantage of this son. Nah, you ain't, don't ask me for shit, ma. Leave me alone. But, not. See? Look. Look, that's what they tell you. So when I hit you back, why you taking it personal? You see? That's what it is. But look, man, this has been another episode of
Brooklyn Boys Radio.
Yes, please like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. If you like my outfit, you know, you can always go to woodstack.com and get these Yeezys that they got, you know what I'm saying?
The shiny jeans.
They do got me some shiny jeans today. I don't know what's happening, but it is what it is, man. You know,
And Mama, thank you for stopping
Ma.
through
Thank you,
today.
Aunt Claire.
Auntie, thank you so much. We enjoyed having you.
You did good to me.
oh my gosh, thank you. Yo, Tico!
They both did very well.
Don't be stealing shit in here, bro.
That's crazy.
Inside joke. Yo, Allie.
That's your Allie's like, what the hell?
Allie Denisha.
Yo.
Thank you. And Suave, it's always middle fingers to you. Fuck you, Suave. Brooklyn.
Out.